Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're tackling that huge question, the one everyone argues about. Messi versus Ronaldo, who's the better footballer?
Right. But we're not just going on gut feelings here.
No, definitely not. We've dug into the data you shared, all the stats, the trophies, the awards, the records, really trying to get past the opinions and look at the facts of this incredible rivalry.
Exactly. We've got stacks of sources, statistical breakdowns, play style analyses, even things like Guinness World Records, social media impact. The aim is to unpack it all for you, give you a clearer picture based on what they've actually achieved.
Yeah, and this isn't just a numbers game either. We think you'll find some surprising details here about their careers, their styles, how they compare in maybe less obvious ways. Should be interesting.
Definitely. So where do we start? Goals seem like the obvious place.
Absolutely. Goals win games. So the raw numbers first.
Okay. As of early November 2024, Cristiano Ronaldo leads with 908 career goals, club and country combined.
And Messi.
Messi's on 849. Still phenomenal numbers for both, obviously.
Huge numbers. And if we just look at club goals...
Ronaldo's ahead there, too. 775 club goals compared to Messi's 737.
Okay, but there's a key bit of context here, isn't there? Ronaldo's played more games.
That's right. Significantly more club games. And if you actually calculate the goals per game ratio for their club careers...
Messi comes out on top.
He does. His ratio is superior. So while he has fewer total club goals, he's scored more frequently per game played, on average.
Which maybe points to, what, efficiency?
Yeah.
Or perhaps how central he was to his team's attack.
It could suggest either, or both. And looking at their peak scoring seasons for their clubs, Messi hit an unbelievable 73 goals in the 2011-12 season.
73. That's just mind-boggling.
It really is. Ronaldo's best was 61 goals in 2014-15, which is also incredible.
And the consistency is amazing, too. Both of them had multiple seasons scoring over 50 club goals.
Sustained excellence at the very highest level. Okay, so that's clubs. What about the international stage?
Still incredibly competitive between them there as well.
Yeah. Internationally, Ronaldo holds the all-time men's record. 133 goals for Portugal in 216 games.
And Messi for Argentina.
112 goals, but in fewer appearances, 189. So, again, Ronaldo has more goals, but Messi needed fewer games to reach his tally. Different scoring rates.
It's fascinating how these patterns repeat. And the World Cup, the biggest stage of all. Let's share a record there too, right?
They do. Both played in 5 World Cups. That's a joint record for male players.
Incredible longevity.
And they both set individual records within those tournaments. Ronaldo is the only man to score in 5 different World Cups.
While Messi holds the record for assisting in 5 different World Cups. Mirrors their styles almost, doesn't it?
It kind of does. Messi also holds the record for most World Cup matches played, 26, and most appearances as captain, 19.
Wow. And Ronaldo had that amazing hat-trick in 2018.
Against Spain, yeah. Made him the oldest player to score a World Cup hat-trick. Unforgettable moment.
Definitely. And Messi, well, he just racks up the Man of the Match awards at World Cups, doesn't he?
11 of them. That's another record. It shows his influence on games.
And outside the World Cup, other international records?
Well, Ronaldo is the top scorer in European Championship history with 14 goals. Messi, playing in South America, shares the record for the most appearances in the Copa America, 34 games.
Okay, so the goal records are immense for both, with slightly different areas of dominance. What about actual silverware? Let's talk trophies.
Right, the cabinets must be overflowing for both. Looking purely at club trophies, Messi has the edge. He's won 39 major club titles.
Compared to Ronaldo's?
33. So Messi leads on overall club trophies. He also has more league titles, 12, across Spain and France.
Whereas Ronaldo has 7 league titles, but there's a twist there.
Exactly. Ronaldo won his league titles in England, Spain, and Italy. Winning the top league in 3 different major European countries is a massive achievement, shows incredible adaptability.
That's a really strong point for him, yeah. But then you look at the biggest club competition, the Champions League.
And Ronaldo leads there. 5 Champions League winners' medals.
To Messi's 4. Another key battleground.
Absolutely. Now, switch back to international trophies.
This is where Messi has pulled ahead recently, especially with the World Cup.
Correct. Messi has 4 major international titles now: the World Cup, Copa America, Finalissima, and also an Olympic gold medal from 2008.
That Olympic gold is often forgotten. Ronaldo's international haul.
2 major trophies, the European Championship in 2016 and the UEFA Nations League in 2019.
So it's pretty balanced overall on team trophies, maybe a slight edge to Messi overall. But Ronaldo has that Champions League lead and the 3-league dominance.
It really depends on how you weigh each competition, doesn't it?
It always does. Okay, let's move on to the individual awards. This is often where the argument gets fiercest. The Ballon d'Or.
Messi leads significantly here, a record 8 Ballon d'Or awards.
8. Just incredible.
I mean,
and Ronaldo.
5, which is itself an amazing achievement, the second most ever, but still behind Messi's 8.
And FIFA's official Best Player Awards. Similar story.
Pretty much. Combining the various formats FIFA has used over the years, Messi has 6 awards, Ronaldo has 3.
Okay, but what about scoring awards? The Golden Shoe.
Closer there. Messi has the record with 6 European Golden Shoes. Ronaldo has 4. Still amazing, but Messi leads.
And the Champions League Top Scorer Award.
They're actually tied. 4 Golden Boots each in the Champions League.
Interesting. And League Player of the Year Awards.
Messi was named La Liga's best player 6 times. Ronaldo, again showing that breadth, won Player of the Year in England, Spain, and Italy.
That adaptability point, again, it's a recurring theme for him. Now let's talk style.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't be much more different, could they?
Not really, no. Messi is often described with words like virtuoso, magician. It's all about that incredible agility, low center of gravity, the dribbling, the vision, the passing.
Right.
It often looks effortless, like pure talent.
Almost like he was born to do it.
That's the perception sometimes, yeah. Whereas Ronaldo...
They're about physicality, athleticism.
Definitely. Tall, strong, powerful, incredibly athletic, dynamic. His success is often framed as the result of unbelievable hard work, dedication, pushing his physical limits.
So you have this contrast. The perceived natural genius versus the ultimate honed athlete.
And different fans clearly value those different approaches, which fuels the whole debate, you know.
It really does. Okay, what about those Guinness World Records? That throws up some interesting comparisons, too.
It does. Messi holds 41 Guinness World Records currently.
41. Like what?
Things like most goals in a La Liga career, 474. Most goals in a single La Liga season, that crazy 50-goal season. Most Ballon d'Ors, obviously. And even the most liked Instagram post by an athlete after the World Cup win.
Huh, that's a sign of the times. And Ronaldo, how many does he have?
He's right behind with 40, so incredibly close again.
And his records reflect his strengths, too, I imagine.
Exactly. Most Champions League goals, 140. Most international goals, 133. Records for social media following most followers on Facebook and Instagram for an athlete. And highest annual earnings for an athlete, he's topped that list 3 times.
So Messi dominates more La Liga specific and award records. Ronaldo dominates the Champions League, international goals, and maybe that global CR7 brand recognition.
That's a fair summary, I think. And the Champions League specifically has been a huge area for Ronaldo's record breaking.
Let's dig into that a bit. What are some of his key CL records?
Well, besides the most goals, he also has the most assists, most appearances, most match wins, most goals in a single season, 17.
17 in one season is ridiculous.
It is also most consecutive matches scored in, most goals in a calendar year, most hat tricks in a single season, and he was the first player ever to score 100 goals in the competition. Real dominance.
But Messi hasn't exactly been quiet in the Champions League either.
Oh, absolutely not. Messi holds the record for most goals in a single CL match. He scored 5 once.
5 goals in one game.
He scored against the most different clubs in the competition, 40 different teams. He was the youngest to reach 50 goals, and he scored in 18 consecutive Champions League seasons.
18 seasons in a row scoring in the CL. Just wow. And they share the hat-trick record.
They do. 8 career hat tricks each in the Champions League, side by side, pushing each other, even in specific stats like that.
It's genuinely unparalleled in sporting history, this rivalry. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. What about their impact off the pitch? Cultural significance, fan perception.
Well, the sources we looked at had some interesting points. Like in India, apparently football's huge growth is really strongly linked to Ronaldo. Lots of fans, even celebrities, are big Ronaldo supporters there.
Why is that, do the sources say?
Not explicitly why, but it suggests his global image, maybe the marketing, the celebrity sportsman aspect, has really resonated strongly in certain regions like India.
And there's a psychological element to fan preference mentioned too.
Yeah, it suggests some fans gravitate towards Messi, maybe seeing that natural talent, perhaps perceiving an easier path, although we know about his early health issues.
Not easy at all.
Exactly. Whereas Ronaldo fans often really admire the narrative of overcoming adversity, the hard work, the sheer determination against the odds. Different stories appeal to different people.
That makes sense. Even video games reflect the battle.
Yeah. If you track the FIFA game ratings year by year, You see them swapping the top spot constantly. One year, Messi's 94, Ronaldo's 93. Next year, it flips. It perfectly mirrors the real-world debate.
And Messi's been on the cover more.
Yeah, he holds the record for most football video game cover appearances. Another sign of his global image.
We touched on it briefly, but their early lives and the challenges they faced are really important context for everything they've achieved.
Absolute crucial. Messi, diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency as a kid, needed expensive treatment. Barcelona stepping in when he moved to Spain at 13 was life-changing, career-defining.
Imagine if that hadn't happened.
Quite. And yet, he wins his first Ballon d'Or at just 22. Astonishing rise after that challenge.
And Ronaldo's early life
Came from a very poor background in Madeira. Then, at 15, diagnosed with a racing heart condition that required surgery. A potential career ender right there.
Scary stuff.
Very. But he recovered, pushed on through Sporting, got the big move to Manchester United at 18, and won his first Ballon d'Or at 23. Both overcame massive hurdles.
It adds another layer to their greatness, doesn't it? Resilience.
Immense resilience. So wrapping this up, we've looked at it from so many angles: goals, trophies, awards, records, style, impact.
And the conclusion seems to be, it's incredibly close. They've pushed each other to heights neither might have reached alone.
I think that's undeniable. The stats show clear areas where one has an edge over the other, but the margins are often so fine and they trade records back and forth. It's been a dynamic decade-plus battle at the absolute peak.
So that question, who is better?
Yeah.
It really does come down to what you personally value most in a player, doesn't it?
Exactly. There's no single objective answer written in the stars, or even purely in the stats, despite all the records. Do you prefer Messi's artistry, his dribbling, his playmaking, that kind of genius?
Or do you prefer Ronaldo's relentless goal scoring, his athleticism, his power, his performance in finals, that ability to win in different leagues?
It's subjective, and maybe the point isn't to definitively answer the question.
But more to appreciate the journey.
Yeah, think about their different paths, the contrasting styles that have both been incredibly effective, the global impact they've had. What parts of their stories, their skills resonate with you? What does that preference tell you about what you consider greatness in sport?
A great final thought. It's not about settling the debate, maybe just appreciating that we got to witness both of these legends playing at the same time.
Two genuine titans of the game. We've been lucky to watch them.